Hey guys, Kuzo here, back with another live stream. Waiting for everything to roll in here. Make sure we don't have any problems. Alright, I'm gonna draw. Looks like everything's set up. Microphone on, yep. Alright. Just waiting for everyone to roll in here. Hey, what's up there? What's up? She, Kristen, Adams, Daniel, Tono, Tatiana, Johan. What is up, everybody? Let people roll in. Have you ever draw yourself as an anime character? I'm sure I have, but today I'm not missing out on the live. Sweet. Good to have you here, Captain Nug. Alright. So let's get to some drawing. Today we're just going to be doing some anatomy practice and stuff. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Hey, what's up, Moonray? Casper. And today I am looking at reference off to the side on my phone. One of the reasons why I'm actually not doing it the way I did before is I actually have to kind of go and grab specific content to do this without getting in trouble. Because not my last stream, but the stream before that, that one actually got put on limited ads. They gave it the no treatment, and I got the yellow. Here, I don't know why I'm drawing so far up to the left. I got the you cannot do this yellow ad button. So I guess one of the references they didn't like, so I went through and watched the video, and I think there was a lady in her underwear, but that's weird. I mean, bra and underwear, which I thought was weird that happened, because one of the other ones clearly had, and this one didn't get the yellow mark, clearly had somebody, actually many people in different positions in their undergarments. But I guess they were more so like short underwear. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I don't know, YouTube's strange. I did ask them to manually review it after I took out the clip that I'm talking about, and it got reinstated, so I don't know. But regardless, we're going to be having fun. 62 people in here. Good to see everybody. YouTube detention, I guess. Don't forget to like. I agree. Haz Hatake. Haz Hatake. Yes, thank you for keeping your eyes pure. Oh shoot, I almost forgot. Captain Nug, hit the like button. Cool. What's up, Moonray? When's the next Patreon stream? I'm not sure. I should definitely set up one. We definitely can do that. What did you do when you practice anatomy? Pretty much what I'm doing now. I'm looking at something and I'm kind of... This is a Kim Jong-gi illustration that I'm actually looking at right now. I feel like... So you never know what you're going to scroll down to on Pinterest sometimes when you're looking at anatomy stuff, or else I would just go straight to what I'm looking at right now. And who knows, YouTube may also not like what I'm looking at because it's showing the male figure. There's no genitalia, but it is drawn, so YouTube still may not like that. But then again, it's like I'm drawing it, so I don't know, it's very strange. YouTube's strange. I've heard this happening to other people in their streams, and some streams have actually been shut down, like stopped because of it. Which there's enough people in here right now. I will say what happened with the stream yesterday had to do with the software I was using. And basically it told me to restart my software, which I did like 8 times to try to get the stream back up. But it took me a while trying to figure out what was wrong until I eventually just restarted my computer, which fixed the problem. But then at that point I had to go. So I was like, man, kind of sucked. Actually, his is thicker in the middle here. Or thinner. He went thinner right here. Which is strange. Maybe I went a little bit too thin. Yeah, I think I did go a little bit too thin, but it did go thinner than I expected there. Ah! My pen got stuck in my hair. Got 90 people in here. Good to see everybody. What's up, Okami from Brazil? So, also, I do want to say that I ordered a desk, a new desk specifically for this streaming area, because I'm sitting on the floor right now. This is actually like a coffee table that's quite long, but yeah. He actually didn't draw the facial lines here. I'm actually just doing this. But yeah, I bought a new table so that way I can actually be sitting in a desk. But it's going to be coming in a few days. I'm not a fan of how thick he made the thighs, so I'm going to thin them out a little bit. Preference. You definitely made this person a different kind of muscular. Once again, if you don't know what I'm doing, I'm taking reference from, from my phone on Pinterest. bet you guys probably won't be able to see this, but it's a Kim Jong-gi there. Hopefully I don't get in trouble, but yes, that's what I'm doing. You know, I could just stream on Twitch because, I mean, they allow people in hot tubs. Maybe I should just get a hot tub and start, you know, maybe I should just be a hot tub streamer, right? Wouldn't it work? How did you start your first manga? It's, you know, I mean, that was a long time ago. I don't know. I can't remember exactly my first one. It was really bad. Basically, it was Naruto 2.0. So everyone has that time in their life. Unless, you know, my first finished one-shot was based off of the idea of Grim Reaper. The Grim Reaper, so. Alright, we did that. Let's, By the way, those of you who've been following along on how much I hated how hot it was here and I didn't have an air conditioner, well, the air conditioning's fixed now, so I can have the air conditioning running all the way up before I do the stream, and then I can just turn off the air conditioning because it's kind of loud. Man, I was trying to find something to reference from. I found something. This, I definitely don't think I'll get in trouble for this, so if I wanted to, I could probably just screenshot this. Oh, how do I screenshot on here? What? Now that is... Huh. Oh. Don't judge me. I don't know how to screenshot in this iPhone. I don't use iPhones. I know how to screenshot on here. But, Oh, I found it. Okay. It had to have been one combination of some buttons. At least one. So now I'm going to send it to my iPad. And then it pops up right here. And boom. So this should be okay. Because it's just chest dealer area. There we go. Hey, what's up, everybody? Got 88 people in here. And whoa, dude. What? Hold on. I just got a super chat from Hatake. Hatake. There we go. Hey Kuzo. Atake here. Big fan of your work. Hope to see more epic drawings in the near future. And ready to read your manga on Patreon. Well, thank you very much. I really do appreciate the super chat. It was a $24 super chat, so thank you very much. I really do appreciate it, man. Let's try to get it to the... yeah, definitely going to be going harder on Bounty's Gate starting tomorrow. I'm going to be going a lot harder. Getting some YouTube videos out. because I just had a chat with one of my friends, and I was like, yeah, and I've been mapping out a plan. Hopefully you can't hear the fans on my computer too bad, because they are going right now. We got 99 people in here. Good to see everyone. What is up, Louis? Naruto plus Samurai 8. Kuzo's first manga. Pretty much. Wonder if one of Kuzo's dreams is to get an anime adaptation. It used to be. I'm not too worried about it now. I mean, it would be great, but I'm not like. I mean, basically, I'm not stressing myself out about getting an anime. This is what I'm trying to say. But, yes, I would really like an anime. Then, again, maybe I need to have a little bit of therapeutic thought on why I'm not as gung-ho about having an anime. Maybe it's because I'm pretty sure I know why, and that's not a good thing. I think it's because I'm actually afraid. I think I'm afraid of how much people won't like it. Not on the Moto Ashirogi vibes from Bakuman. Bakuman! Ow, my neck! Oh. Could you guys hear that crack? Alright. This is the way I'm doing this. I feel like I'm trying to follow. I'm not feeling out how I would normally draw it, so it's getting stiff. Let me kind of map it out how I would normally draw it, but still following his structure here. You know what? Maybe I should start taking that a little bit more seriously and asking myself, trying to like wanting. That was loud. Oh, you heard the neck crack? R.I.P. neck. That was loud. Yeah. I don't know what that was about. Dang. You know what? Maybe I should go back to wanting that. I think it was the utter fear of failure, which you literally can't let that get in the way. That will control your life right there. Fear will control your life. You know, I wasn't even paying attention to the person's like lines here and what they were trying to kind of display. But you notice I actually did I did automatically what they're trying to show with when they did this line here. That's how I establish a lot of like when I'm doing stuff from that angle, because the angle is like this for his shoulders, and then pretty much the rest is going like this, but the torso is, or kind of like the chest area is popping out slightly. This is like hit based on his angle, but this is me kind of just doing what I would do. Which you can tell I go a lot faster when I kind of do my own thing. Because I've been sitting on this drawing for like some time. Just, but now I'm not even looking at it. But if you don't know how to do the stuff that I'm doing here without looking at it, I mean, you're not going to be able to do it on your own. You're going to want to study things that you don't know until you do know it. And that's how I would draw it here. But it's always good to introduce new feels to learn a little bit more. Alright. Alright. So let's look at the comments here. Since I started drawing that, I watched your videos. I have been working on my manga for 2 years, and to this day I recommend you, and I have always said that you are my favorite artist. Thanks very much. I really appreciate it. Toby or Tobe2, I'm not sure exactly. Toby. But thank you very much. I'm glad. Hopefully my stuff's helped you out. Cold. I don't believe you need an iPad to draw cool things. That is very true. You don't need any technology to draw cool things. Music is a tad bit loud. Let me do that. Yo, for stream. Thank you for joining in, Xbox Gamer Trev. Hopefully you like it. You're just chilling and drawing. Alright. Did some warm up here. Let's go ahead and do a fun little what should I do with it? What should I do? Hey, what's up, Louie? Thank you very much, Kuzo Patron. Always the go-to recommendations. Yeah, I have a lot of stuff on there. I kind of want to revisit some of the older tutorials I've done, like more in-depth perspective. Re-go over some of like the torso stuff that I've done and the body stuff. Because some of it is from about 2 years ago. It's still, what's there is still the same concept and construct that I'll go through it now, but I feel like I have a little bit more to add to it now too. Because you can see how I've really broken these things down to the most simple things I can, I don't know, that I've really come down to. What do I want to do for this? Kind of closing my eyes and imagining. Let's not be too worried about doing something generic here. And here I am actually thinking about not being too generic. Alright, let's just do a man bun. So I'm going to do a man bun. What's he gonna be wearing? I'm kind of just trying to go straight in. Maybe do something I don't normally do, because I'm not a huge fan of the style of shirt, but oop. Kind of more like an Aladdin type shirt almost. I think I might have done mine a little short, but I mean, it is what it is. It's almost like a crop top that I did for this dude. It's supposed to be a dude, hence man bun. But thank you very much for the super chat, Louie. I forgot to say thank you for that super chat. So thank you a bunch, and I do really appreciate it. Like always, you guys have been hitting me with the super chats today. What time is it? 7:13? All right. Lou says, dude, I think if anyone who is a beginner joins, then they can watch the older tuts tutorials, and the newer ones can be for intermediate to more advanced patrons. Yeah, I have some more advanced stuff there. It's mostly about the anatomy. I do want to go a little bit more into color with you guys. I can go through like my coloring process. I don't know everything about coloring. Obviously, you're always learning, but I am pretty comfortable with my coloring process now. And I'm still going to continue to learn, but I'm pretty comfortable with my process now that I feel like I can explain it. You kind of really have to dissect what you do, and sometimes you just do things, and sometimes when you want to teach other people, you really have to dissect why you're doing what you're doing, so that way you can actually express to everyone else why it is the way it is. Just reading some comments here. Yeah, and I actually have sorry, sometimes my wrist, like, both of them are kind of messed up. But yeah, I actually have I do have one coloring process on there. Well, no, I have like where I actually explain what I'm doing. I mean, like fully break down what I'm doing. I do have several videos of me coloring on there. I actually have a whole video of me doing this illustration on there. This illustration's older, but yeah, I do have like stuff like that. Anyways, enough about my Patreon. We got 122 people in here. Good to see everybody. I'm currently struggling with hair. I have actually done a hair tutorial on there too, but really quick version of it is, this is a really standard hair practice. This is your general structure for the hair. And then if you take that and you do different versions of it, it's pretty much like that. But now what do? You can follow a hairline This is for obviously just one hair type, but this is quite literally a decent idea of how you can go about it. And not all these lines have to connect because it looks a little strange. See? Although I didn't take into account like bangs, so it's all over his eyes here. Of course, there's ways to make this look a little bit better, but that was a very general idea. Of course, also, long hair would be a little different. So, but that's a good place to start. 'Cause, I mean, long hair, I would do almost, same thing. So sorry if you guys hear any beeping sounds. That is my elevator that I have in my apartment to my secret lair. Okay. Yeah. Whoop. Anyways, let's go back to this. Let's play some more music. Kind of a bad hand. not my brightest hand moment. You make it look so simple. He's keeping people. He's keeping people in the apartment basement. No. Looking at some comments here. Think I'm late. Just by 33 minutes. We're going to be going on a little bit longer now. We're going to be going, what time is it? 7:20. Alright. We're probably going to be going to about 7:45 maybe. Yeah. It got a little hot. I'm going to swing over here. My fan. Should have just left the air conditioner on. Oh, that's high. Alright. We're back. Oh, Kuzomari face, yes. A hair in my mouth. How dare thee happen? Okay. Hand. Oh my gosh. It's so bad. Why'd I do it like that? And it seems a wee bit small. My hair is giving me problems today, and it always looks... I try not to be over here like... But when I lean forward, my hair kind of like goes in my like towards my mouth. It's a very stagnant pose. Kind of just moved his arms around, but like that whole bottom part could be a lot more dynamic. Like if I were to want to change some stuff, I'd probably push his body like this and have his legs like a lot more like this. Because that looks, you can already see the gesture change there. It just totally looks a lot better if you imagine the body's actually going this direction and then we go that direction, but then we had the legs sprawled out a little bit more. And that's pretty much like us doing something like, woohoo! What the? Something like this. Yeah. That was stream exclusive. Got 124 people in here. Good to see everyone. 144 likes. Thank you very much. You guys are awesome. Do you have any advice on drawing clothes? I've been trying to draw them, but clothes never look right. But clothes, your general idea is it's kind of hard. There's a bunch of different kinds of folds, but I would think try not, depending on the style you're going for, don't overdo your clothes wrinkles. But a general thing I like to think is you kind of have your normal, like, long sleeve shirt has maybe a bunch towards like the inner part of what the elbow would be. The outer part of the elbow, you got your arm here like that, and your arm bends here, so there's always going to be like kind of like a wrinkle on that side. And your general idea is once the arm turns like this, you're going to get wrinkles on this side. It actually pulls on this side, so that means it's going to have a straight. It's almost always a straight on this side when they do that. Even with like super poofy stuff, you'll see me doing that. From there, you just have to study the different kinds of like wrinkles when they do that. But a lot of it is also cause and effect. Like when someone's also just standing there and you got your neck here, got that. This is a general look for a t-shirt. You got these lines here, and it pretty much does that. Shorts. If I eat a strand of your hair, will I be able to draw like you? I don't know. I've never had anyone try it before. Just on stream, cut off a huge lock, and I'd be like, but you have to try this whole chunk. And you're not allowed to fry it with any seasoning, because it's already spicy. No kidding. And it's spicy from it dipping into hot sauce when I'm eating. Let's just say I had some hot sauce last night. Let's just say I saw it today at some point. Oh man, that hot sauce. So close like a pinch and stretch idea? Yes. Super chats get special. One for all hair strand to boost my art ability. But yeah, clothes is really pinch and stretch. From there, you actually just got to figure out how to like do. Whoa, what the? How to do like where this stuff happens, and then like so there's always a cause and effect here. If it's gonna do this, something's coming out that direction, and then we might have it coming down here. We got a shoe. Just bunches up at the bottom. You have to know where to put the. This is a horrible. That looks atrocious. Let's not do it like that. I do actually have like an almost hour-long clothes tutorial on my Patreon where I go over quite a few things with them. I'd say there's always like a balance going on. What else should I do? I don't even want to save this. I don't really care to save it. I guess I'll save it just for a second. TikTok popped up on it. I need to put up a new TikTok and a new YouTube video, which I am working on a few right now. So I should really focus on one video at a time, so they just come out. Like I want to do like 2 a week. I didn't put it in the title, but we just quickly just hopped right into page 18. Because I wasn't going to do it. I was going to start doing my manga streams tomorrow and have them being like really consistent. But it don't matter. No, on the storyboard that I had it going all the way that direction, but I think I'm not going to do that. I think I'm going to cut it there, and then I'm going to cut this here. Dun, 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 dun. You can cut this upward a little bit. So you're probably not gonna be able to see this very well, but this is got 130 people in here to see everybody. Oh, I guess I can actually just go ahead and get some more music going. Share. This is why I might go, and for my next phone, I might get an iPhone, because to be able to take this phone and send it to my tablet or my computer just from AirDrop. Did you see that? It's so fast. It's pretty nuts, actually. I used to hate Apple until the iPad changed me. I never liked Apple before, but this is what we're working on right now. Getting a little bit of action. Okay, so here's one thing about this page. I've been waiting to do one of these pages because I kind of wanted to do like a YouTube video of me drawing that out real time. Shoot. Well, I could still do that if I wanted to. Sorry, when I do this, it's actually me like putting my hair behind my glasses so that way it doesn't come forward. So one of the reasons why I didn't do this is for so long is because I was planning on making a YouTube video of this panel and having it be like a drawing action panel or drawing dynamic action manga panel, something like that. Because that's what this is going to be, kind of a dynamic panel that I am going to like. So I don't know if I want to do that on here, and I also wanted to do it traditionally. We can do the top panel and then the other panels. I would just have to interesting. Okay, so I kind of made that a little big. We don't have to have that. We can do this. And then what I would do is I could just take the picture of the panel and then shoot it over to here, like put it in. All right, let's look at some of the chat here. How long does it usually take you to draw the storyboard for one chapter? So I've had a bunch of different processes, and each of them are a little bit different. So it depends on what I'm going for. There's two different things. One, a storyboard that I actually is just strictly storyboard. Nothing's going to happen to those pages except for their reference pieces for me to end up doing what is going on here, and that's this process. Then there's the process where I'm really in the flow when I'm doing the storyboard, and I can actually make the page good enough to go straight into inking. And when you get in that kind of flow, that's actually the best case scenario, because then you completely cut out the middle part. So you cut out a whole process, which is the storyboarding process. But one thing I learned with doing this storyboard is that towards the end of it, I started realizing that I was putting too much effort into some of the pages. So the storyboards can actually be very useful if you make them very simple and you focus on only a couple things. For example, camera angle. Like if I did this in the storyboard, I would probably want to, if he had a very specific emotion, I would want to make sure I display that, a general idea of that emotion. So you would want to do camera angle and emotion. Those are the things that you're going to be really looking for. So I could do that. I don't even have to draw the mouth. I could do it a little bit if I wanted to. That looks pretty bad. And then I could have and be like, oh, this is his ear, his head's angling this way, and then do that. Make sure I know what I'm drawing for when I go back to it. Bam, I could leave that as a storyboard panel, because I don't have to do everything if I don't need to. I need to focus on the emotion and the camera angle. If there's something very specific, I'm going too into detail. This is like Patreon stuff. Why are you sleeping on Sensei, bro? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. Because I saw one of yours, and I did mine like very stick figure like. Yeah. Basically, it's okay if they're stick figure like. Because the storyboards are meant to show those two things, like emotion, camera angle. That's what they're there to express. It's kind of just putting that template down. Everything else is like, if you wanted to do everything else comes later on. I mean, you might be like, do some speed lines. This doesn't get speed lines. And I could actually probably use this as a little template here, but this, he's actually, I'm going to zoom this out a little bit, because storyboards are also bound to change too when you go to the actual inking portion of it, or doing the final draft, the clean draft. Can you draw Attack on Titan art on time? I'm not sure what you mean by on time, but Kuzo's thinking process right there, boys. So the question is, like, how long does it actually take me to do a storyboard? I don't know. It really depends on how I feel like I'm trying to display the scene properly. Sometimes I can go fast, sometimes I can go slow. This storyboard was a pretty slow process for me. But okay, let's say if I already have the scene written out and stuff, and I understand what's going to happen, and I'm not kind of playing it by ear, I can go in and do a storyboard pretty fast. I could do it, I mean, it also depends on how many pages. I could do a 20-page storyboard in a couple hours, because they're doing it really simple. What time is it? 7:40? I actually really like the storyboard version I have there. I'm starting to kind of see why I gave myself that extra room. So I'm just kind of thinking this out. So these are like thought processes behind what I'm doing right now. The reason why I gave myself that extra room is because, one, I wanted to have it centered for that panel. Two, I wanted to throw that, I wanted to be able to see the back of Owen's hair, because it kind of defines what you're looking at and what is actually happening there. It's easier to tell. It just has a better dynamic to it. It feels more dynamic. And I want it to be a little bit closer, more personal. I could pull it over here, but then it's not giving you that center feel. But then again, I also like, the reason why I cut this side off is because I like how it cuts here, but then it's going to cut down into this action box. So you're thinking about the flow as well. Yeah, I'm going to try to figure out how to do it just in this. I don't think the bubble has to be so big, actually. Let's make the bubble a little bit smaller. Although I like big bubbles. I might be able to afford going a little off center. I could play the rule of thirds, which I thought about doing, which is one of the compositional rules where your character should either be center, it's going to be like that, the rule of thirds. Your character should either be center, here, or falling on these lines. And that's a general rule to follow. Probably shouldn't be Where can I buy your manga? My manga actually is not out yet, but I'm going to be putting it on um, Webtoons and also on my Patreon. It's going to be in its original format on Patreon. I noticed you be streaming on Twitch sometimes. Do you stream right after the YouTube ones, or it's just whenever you have time and feel like it? Yes, right now Twitch is a very just kind of hop in, kind of when I feel like it thing. It could be a little bit more serious in the future. I haven't decided. It is there though. I do I do streams there, and I've been thinking about going and doing a little stream over there at some point as well. Those ones are a bit more sporadic, but if you guys do want to see other streams from me, definitely hit up my Twitch, because one thing I do really like about Twitch is your ability to raid people. I think that's super cool. Dropping a lot of knowledge today. Nah. Thinking out loud, yeah. Maybe I should leave it for the Patreons. Everyone else is like, hey, now. You learn about rule thirds and stuff when you study composition. Just go ahead and study composition, and like literally just search it up on YouTube. How to understand composition, or how to learn composition, and you will find what you need. And composition has a whole lot to do with. That's why I really recommend my my Patreon. The one of the things that I always mention here is my favorite PDF file that I made. Pretty much my structure on how to make manga. Another thing that I wanted to make sure, okay, I'm messing a bunch of stuff up here. Let's do that. I'm going to grab this, and we are getting straight out of Compton. Okay, straight out of this thing. We're going to cut, paste, because I don't want to actually be drawing on that layer with the panel lines, because now I can do this and erase without worrying about erasing any of the panel lines. So one thing I wanted to display is the fact that he's leaning forward. So I also zoomed in a little much, so we're going to go ahead and zoom out, pull up, because in the storyboard one I actually really do like the being able to see his chin here. Should I do that? Definitely gonna want to clean this one up. Alright, I think that's good enough. I think I need to make Owen a little bit bigger. There we go. Sorry, I wasn't talking on chat very much. I was trying to focus on this. See? Sorry, it just frustrates me that they're not centered. There's certain style things people do when it comes to their own manga, and that's one of the things that just the way I would do that. You know, I still see some of the hair spikes up here. Let's do that. So that still gives me a nice I remember reading this thing Kishimoto said, that he said there was a point where when he was drawing his manga, he started really feeling the restrictions of the panel flow and the layout, where if you have a character here and a character here, and you want this character to talk first, and then he's talking second, that means your speech bubbles are gonna, but the flow starts over here. You have to somehow display that that guy's talking without the bubble going there, because then you think he's talking. So he said he said he started feeling that, like, the restrictions of that type of stuff. And you can say, well, you could switch around the camera. Then you'd either be, you could switch around the characters, but what if the character has to be over there for a specific reason? Or you would say, well, then maybe go from the back. You'd be like, well, I want to see their faces, not the back. And yeah, it was very interesting when he said that, because it made me start thinking about what he said. And he also showed what he was talking about. We weren't even going to do manga in this one, this stream, but we ended up doing it. We are at 7:52. We are going to be going soon here. We are. Hey guys, I won't be on here tomorrow or Sunday. I'll be going on a vacation for the weekend, and I'll be gone till Monday, and I won't be able to post anything for two days, guys. Well, have a good time on your vacation, Jeffrey Hart. Hope it's nice. But you can just hop back in next time when you get back. Do you just make the arrow of the speech bubble inside? Well, if they're like, if you have character here, and you want him to talk first, making the speech bubble inside isn't gonna help over there. I mean, because then you do that, it wouldn't matter. You want him talking, but the flow has to go this way when it's right to left. I mean, unless that's like a rule that I don't know about, but I have done the inside speech bubble thing before for characters. It's useful in specific scenarios. No, but yeah. But yeah, we are going to be going soon here. I wanted to clean up some of this stuff. Alright. Got 125 people in here. Good to see everybody. It's kind of cool. We started getting to like 120 something consistently towards the end of the stream. Let's try to get it higher. So are you making this as though it'd be printed manga? Because I know Webtoon have page by page format. Oh, Webtoons has a page by page format. I'm not sure if that's actually what you mean by the Webtoons thing. I do know Webtoons has like there's just like one long strip, unless they've changed and they have an option to do it page by page. But either way, yes, I am drawing this to be in print, or unless you're talking about panel by panel format. But I am going to be I'm going to be posting it like normal manga pages. The only difference is, let's say this is your Webtoon strip. I think I've mentioned this before. I'm going to put little things in between each page, and then in between those things, let's say this is one of those things, I'm probably just going to have like a character running, you know, he's going to be running, and he's going to be on this side, and it's going to be like reads right to left. So those are going to be like little information things. That's how I was going to do it. So it's still going to be made for print though. It's cool watching you create your manga. Well, thank you. Or would you color and stuff? See, the reason why I wouldn't go Webtoons format, full Webtoons format, where I would actually take these panels, right, and I would break it down into actual Webtoon format, is because the only reason to do that is if you want to get basically kind of like contracted by Webtoons, and they only do it with people who do it in the Webtoons format. But the reason why I wouldn't do it is because they also only contract people, from what I know, who do it also all in color. So that's kind of a frustration I would have doing it like that. I would have to actually color it all, and I'm not really looking to color my manga, only certain pages. Finally here, so I think, for example, if you wanted to do a double spread where the panel would cover both pages, yeah, you'd have to view one page. No, I would just do it like, if I had a double page spread, I would literally just, so these are like the normal page lengths, I would double page spread like this. It would just be smaller. This would be the double page spread or whatever. Like the panels would go over and whatnot. Yeah, that's how I would do double page spread. Yes, it is smaller, but it's still, that's the only way I would be able to do it without cutting it, you know. I see what you mean there. But that's also why I like say that it's going to be shown in its original kind of form on the Patreon, where you can just scroll over like any other manga website like Shonen Jump. Yeah, so I cut the panels out from the manga format and just put it on like a longer canvas, one by one. See, like I actually said before, I would do that if there was a reason to do it. So the reason why there's no reason to do it is the only reason why you would want to go from these types of pages and take them and cut out the panels and put them on there is because webtoons would be more likely to pick you up and like sponsor you. But they don't sponsor anyone who doesn't do it like that and have it colored. And I'm not going to color my manga. I mean, there might be a few pages colored here and there, but not all the manga. I would not. If I wanted to do a specific webtoons series, I would probably just do that. Like if I wanted to do one that would be there for webtoons and try to get sponsored like that, I would just do a completely different series. Gotta hit the like button. Every like gets us one step closer to Kuzomari reveal. What? Hey, Nin. Hold on now. Where would we buy the print copy? I have no idea at this point. I have a pretty good idea what company I would probably go with because I know a lot of people have gone with that company. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I know it's a really reliable company that does a lot of manga stuff for like independent creators. Yeah, gotta turn your iPad landscape when looking at those panels that run along to the other page. Oh, you're talking about for like Shonen Jump and stuff. I get what you're saying. When they're double page spreads. I just finished storyboarding the first 5 pages of my manga. I feel so accomplished. That's awesome, the blue ringed one. That's always a good feeling. Someone says Saturday AM, question mark. If you're talking about my manga, no, it's just gonna be my own like solo thing. I'm just doing my own thing for now. I have worked with Saturday AM and Noir Caesar at different points. Yes, I have worked at Saturday AM before. Alright, so pretty much did this part because I wanted to clean it up. It looked a little dirty before. What I was trying to display in some of this was where I would be doing screen tone highlights and where the shadows would be. Basically the rest of it would be shadowed and stuff. Yeah, okay, that's pretty close to what I want. Not saying this manga would never go to a company at some point. Like I said, I'm just going with the flow right now. Right now, I just want to finish the first chapter, see what happens, see how people like it. That's pretty much how I'm rolling. Yeah, it's hard to get people to talk about your stuff. Basically, you just have to. I mean, first of all, to have anyone talk about your stuff, you have to do something to gain an audience. you actually have to get an audience that would engage with that product. So that's why social media is very important. There's also the option of doing your own advertising, because you can do that. You can buy your own advertisements. So that's also an option. You just got to think more business like. Um, like, for example, a lot of the reason why people would want to go, one of the biggest reasons you would want to be in a company is the company typically is the one that would be the one navigating as your advertiser. You don't have to worry about financials. They just put the book together and they advertise you. So a place like Shonen Jump is so great to work there because they have the fan base. So basically, if you're an independent artist, you are trying to build that fan base that they would originally be giving you. That's one of the biggest reasons to go to a company. I mean, if you think about it, well, what other reason would there be to go to a company, except for the fact that maybe it's something, a very prestigious company, which in its own right, if you're going there for because it's prestigious, means it does have a fan base. So that's one great thing about companies. They also deal with the whole back end of things, which is really nice. Which I'm totally not against going to a company. I would love to work with uh, companies and stuff. It's just like I said, I'm just kind of doing my own thing right now. I want to experiment. Because I might apply to some uh, companies someday. I don't know. We'll see. But in any case, that should definitely be the end of the stream. It was a cool stream. We talked about a lot of stuff, but I do gotta go. It was super fun. Let me just look over here. Yeah, true. Cream moved. Third is just vibing. Brand just camping, and Wee Wee is just doing Wee Wee things. See you later, guys. Hope everyone has a good day or night wherever they are. Super fun. And I will see you guys tomorrow in the next stream. In any case, peace out.